right. Hello, hello, hello. Why is it not picking up the game? There it is. We're picking up the game now. Welcome back, everybody. Hello, Kick. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. Let's go ahead, turn down the music a tad. All right. Today is the last day of the build. We were in the testing phase yesterday before my internet decided it would be a good time to die right near the end of the stream. So that sucks. Let me pull this open. Okay, so throw this on just so we okay, so we're getting that there. Then what we were doing yesterday, we were trying to determine if this node is bugged. So we just proved it's working. We're getting the fat crits.
Hello, Traveler.
And we have both bleed and ignite going. So let's go ahead and take off bleed in favor of resistances. If that's the case, I gotta respec. Okay, see, we're hitting 4. Probably get it higher with the right stuff. But okay, so the node in question is Vorpal Force. Hey, what up, RoboPower? How's it going? When you read the alternate text, it said this effect is based on ignite rather than bleed. So then yesterday, so I've been using bleed and we've been getting really fat crits. And I was like, okay, so we switched everything over to ignite. Yeah, we're only getting we're getting half. Hey, what up, Xavier? Yeah, we're getting half the damage. So it's not scaling with ignites, even though the text says it should be. So yeah, that's a bug. That's a bug, so I gotta switch everything back over. Let's go back to the end of time. Well, yeah, so I was getting ready to declare the build done yesterday when somebody pointed out, oh, hey, exactly, Xavier. So I was getting ready yesterday to be like, okay, build's done. And because somebody asked for a planner, I threw what I had on, and then, people were looking at it and they're like, hey, look, the alternate text says ignite rather than bleed is used to determine the damage here if you have points in Rift Flame. All right? I'm like, oh, so I haven't been getting my damage. So we switched everything over to ignite, got our skills back up, and it's way less. It looks like the node is bugged. I'm going to do it again one more time just to demonstrate. So just earlier, we were hitting... You don't trust all the nodes? See, it's going up because I have a few stacks of bleed on the target, but it should be way more with the stacks of ignite that I have. Yeah. Unfortunately, node is bugged. So it's still scaling with bleed, even though it says it should be scaling with ignite. So let's switch everything back over.
Hello, traveler. Do not run.
Then let's take the ignite chance off.
Hello, traveler. Do not dwell.
And then let's go back over to the arena. Yeah, it's scaling with bleed, not ignite, contrary to what they say it should be scaling with. Means I also got to change this. I was liking this node, 100% damage increase. Okay. So that's going to give me 8 points. 1, 2, 5. Exactly 8, and then I get to maintain this. So we won't have the crit, but let's go level everything back up. Let's go back to the Black Sun. I don't think we need that 40% chance. What? Oh, we dropped down to 61. I think that's still... Yeah, no, we need that 40% crit chance from Holy Aura. We'll put 2 there, an extra 20% damage. Hey, welcome back, Wastelander. And then that should give me some extra bleed. So let's head back. You know, honestly, I should carry just an arena key on me. Just boom, instant port back. First try, baby. All thanks to you, Wastelander. Like right before I slammed it, you were saying, hey man, hope you get it on the first try. Like, oh, thanks. I literally get up there and I'm like, all right, guys, first fail. And it went through and I'm like, oh, frick. I didn't even really pay attention. This is actually kind of a lousy pair of Dark Strides. I mean, they're okay, but like the implicit movement speed, 8 to 10%, it's 8. The second implicit movement speed, 8 to 10%, it's 9. The increased void damage, the percentage, which would actually be useful, it's middle. Yeah, it's totally going off the bleed. That's totally going off the bleed. Okay. I don't think... I need these. Okay, well, wait, hold up. Could I survive without this 20%? Okay, because we got 2 options. We can take an idol that gives us bleed duration, or we can take off the 20% increase to resistances and put on more bleed chance. That might actually be better. Because we can survive 20% reduction. Honestly, I could definitely see a world where we're not getting the full benefit out of Shred Void Resistance. We could just opt for Critical Strike Multiplier. Yeah, we're gonna hit all that. And honestly, I don't think this is all that valuable. I think critical strike multiplier is going to be more valuable. Yep, we're capped. Erasing cleave, yeah. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I think that's going to be more useful. Okay, this is going to give me 2 shots. What we're trying to do is basically we're recording B-roll, so to speak. So let's... I'll be right back, chat. Playing trios? Trader, you in here? You're playing trios? Okay. We're at. Oh, that's spelled wrong. Doesn't matter. Cool. So I'm just writing down the timestamps. That way I'm in the ballpark. All right, let's jump into this. We are going to be going up against the Harbinger as well. So let's see how well this works. Okay, here we go, chat. Now, I know I can kill Raye. It's his buddy that I'm not too sure on.
My shadow will cover this world once more. Oh, that's it. My vengeance will be paid in ash. This hates, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world earned its ruin. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world once more. Do you think my
Okay.
defense changes anything? This world is all. A dead god for a dead world! Pathetic! Blackened sky!
There we go. Two LP. Yeah, yeah. Well, and then here's a new addition. Yeah, we want this. Here's a new addition. Ending the storm, we took increased stun chance. So I don't know if you noticed, but we stunned him a number of times that fight. So that was nice. Let's try again.
The dawn of the black sun.
Oh, shoot. I didn't realize I was in the blast zone. Okay, this paper needs to be like this. It keeps tickling my arm. I'm like, what? Yeah, so the build is pretty squishy, though. Like, it is kind of unfortunate being a melee build. Yeah, that's it, because we're using Titanheart. I was using whatchamacallit. I know that's very descriptive. Whatchamacallit is null portent, and I found that the one I have is not very good. It wasn't giving me a lot of health. And then on top of it, I was losing the damage reduction to stuff like poison because enemies would hit me with poison attack, and then they would start shredding my poison resistance, which would then lower my poison damage reduction from null portent, since it gives damage reduction based off your current resistance and how overcapped you are. So I'd start getting all these stacks of poison, and then they would start shredding my poison resistance, and then I'd be losing damage reduction. Oh, that's cool. Cold and fire pin? Yeah, so I had lower health, and then I was getting shredded by poison, and then I was losing my damage reduction to poison, so it was kind of a feels bad, so I eventually just went back to Titanheart, which gave me a lot more health. Like, several hundred more health. Like, for instance, let's showcase this. And like I said, I don't have a good null portent, so if I had one with like percent health on there, this would be a different story. But I actually need the Titanheart with vitality. Well, nah, not really. Well, the vitality helps getting capped on necrotic damage. So let's put this on. So slightly more armor. Obviously, we'd have to take the blessing that gives us 20% to each resistance to hit the cap to make null portent worth it, which is fine. But look at my health. It's kind of a... So if I had a better one, if I had like a 2 LP one with percent health and vitality, that would be good. Okay, let's try something. Okay, so they do increased physical damage. So what we're going to do... We've already killed Raye with the critical strike multiplier. Let's go back to Shred Void Resistance.
Hello, traveler.
So, Shred Void Resistance. Then let's go back to the Black Sun. Let's fight Raye with Shred Void Resistance and see if it's worth the trade-off on Critical Strike Multiplier.
Stand down or die.
So... That way I just got some timestamps.
The dawn of the black sun.
Oh, quit tickling my arm.
My shadow will cover this world once more. Pathetic. My vengeance will be paid in ash. This haze, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world urges you to unite. My shadow will cover this world once more. Pathetic.
I cannot do that.
Oh,
Be paid in ash. This haze, this despair, oblivion burns within me. Do you think my defeat changes anything? This world is a dead god for a dead world. Pathetic. Blackened sky.
ah! He stunned me mid Void Cleave, which caused me to go and not do anything. Jeez.
The dawn of the black sun. My shadow will cover this world once more.
Yeah. But sometimes it has diminished returns.
This hate, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world earned its ruin. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world once more. Pathetic. Do you think my defeat changes anything? This world is over. You will be forgotten.
Let me just move out the way. Come on.
I cannot do that.
Yeah, man, dude, it's tough out here. Hey, what up, Sylvan? Yeah, okay, so the stun is a lot more important against the Harbinger. It's not very, like, against Rye, it shoots you in the foot because all of his stuff keeps going on even though you stunned him. This guy, if you stun him, he'll actually stop what he's doing. I guess. Okay, so that's 2 boss battles done. And we got no keys off of that. That was unfortunate. I don't know how many we're going to need for Aberroth. This is the next dude in our testing phase. And we shall see. Okay, so last time I fought Aberroth, it was pretty bad. Did not go well. I like literally lost the key to the Harbingers at the beginning. It was... We do not have any sort of kill threshold. Trying to see, does Void Cleave have kill threshold? As a stun and a slow chance. More damage to high health enemies. Abyssal Echoes. I don't think it does. And I don't think Multi-Strike has a kill threshold. So... let's... Okay, so technically we could pick up a kill threshold in Void Knight. This might have to be the play. I'm going to try it without, just because we do a lot of damage, but it might just come to a point where I take points out of Doom Knight. Hopefully it doesn't pull us back too far, but... you know, maybe we can do the old point, click, point, click, point, click, point, click, point, click. And invest enough points. And then we can do that. All right, here we go. Aberroth. Yeah, we do not have a lot of dot mitigation either. Okay.
Don't worry about me.
Such wasted potential. Orbis would have welcomed you. You fight for nothing.
I thought I had a second. Oh, I thought I had a second to get... I was mid-roll. I was greedy for damage. I was greedy for damage.
So you finally returned to me.
Attempt number 2. Oh! Oh my god! That is broken! That is freaking broken!
The gods tore our world apart. They deserve their fate. The void comes. Darkness reigns. We got worthless. The void comes. We treated the world no better. Death is our legacy.
Need you to come over here, Aberroth. Well, didn't work that time. There we go. There we go. Second attempt. BRB noises? Oh, okay. Whew. Okay. Oh, dang. Yeah, this one is, I mean, it's cool, but 9% less armor. Huge no-no. Huge no-no for Sentinel. Well, maybe. It depends on how much armor you already have. right? But 5% all resistances, I mean, if you're already good, then yeah, but I mean, the mana regen's nice. It has 5% health, 6% mana out of 12 and 12, and then 4% movement speed. But compare it to what I currently have on. Mine's positives across the board. I have actually a decent Nihilus. A very decent Nihilus. I mean, if you're good off of armor and resistances, then this is good, especially if you need the mana regen. This is a good Nihilus. But mine, I think, is better, especially because I was able to slam it with T6 health. Have you thought about the more damage against stunned node in the reversal tree? Actually, that's a really good point. Yeah, I'm stunning a lot more. So honestly, because like I kind of just left this the way it was. We're not doing anything with dots. Not really. I mean, we are applying some dots, but they're not enough to be all like, oh man, there goes half my damage, you know? Like, this could be useful, but you take these 3 points out, put them down here. Could be good. I don't know if we can stun bosses long enough. Because normally what I do is volatile reversal, abyssal echoes, void cleave. That's how I set it up. And I do it very quickly, sometimes to my detriment. The disintegration might be doing something for us, so I might leave that. Because I could take the 3 points out and put them into movement speed just so I can get out of somewhere in a pinch. Now, it does boost void damage. If we had a time rot chance, then this might be better. We can give it a try. Yeah, I'm stunning a lot more now because I took this blessing. This blessing's kind of changed the game for me. Grand Crash of the Waves, 154% increased stun chance. That's what's causing the stuns. So let's... Because honestly, my volatile reversal setup is a holdover from when I was doing bleed hammers. Dexterity. Nice. Playing a little bit of Grim Dawn for change. They said the next DLC will add 240 new legendary items. Here's the thing. I don't think I played enough Grim Dawn to really appreciate certain aspects. I don't know. My memory is I didn't feel like the legendary items, at least the ones I found, which of course I only played through the campaign on the base difficulty and then a little bit on the next difficulty. And then I was like, oh, okay, I'm good. They didn't feel like super impactful, like, oh my god, this changes my build, but I only spent a week in Grim Dawn, playing a couple hours a night, so I mean, hopefully that's a very exciting change. Oh, it was really good in Grim Dawn. The class system, that was nice. Some sure are. Okay, yeah. Like, I don't want to speak like I'm an authority figure on Grim Dawn. See, that's something I did like about Grim Dawn, is how you can pick up like extra skills with certain items. I thought that was cool. You know, like, I'm just gonna have to leave that and then kill the tower. Okay, let me go look at the items, then interact with Nemesis, only because Nemesis has a habit of like, oh, you thought you were doing good? Psych. Oh, no. Get rid of that crap. Right, exactly. That's why I went and looted those. Then I saw what it was giving me. I'm like, you know what? Just banish. Get out of here. I'm not even going to waste my time. Okay, so 30% global void damage versus stun. Hey, what up, Chubby? Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, thank you so much for the likes over on YouTube, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I think the build is near complete. We've killed Aberroth. It was our second attempt, but we killed him. I think now it's just do some farming. I'm not going to try and min-max anything. Like, I think that you're looking locked in, so you're in 500 corruption. Is that pretty high? 500 corruption, I think, is decent. It's a good goal to set for most builds. Now, because they changed the way that you gain XP, basically starting at 300 corruption, that you're going to start getting diminishing returns on how much XP you get back. And it finally tops off at 1,000 corruption. So it's going to depend on your build strength. For this build, I think 500 corruption's fine. You might want to lower it a little bit, just because sometimes we can get like hit with just a massive amount of damage. And like I said, we're not getting that much more XP than we would be doing at, let's say, 300 corruption. But we do get a better item drop rate chance. So that's one reason to try and keep it at 500. I'd say right now for optimal farming purposes, between 400 and 600 corruption is pretty good. If you got like a giga build that can handle it, going up to 1,000 can be pretty good. But if you're going to be spending forever trying to clear one echo, then it's not worth it. This is just an alternative build for people who like melee. Compared to like the top builds, like, yeah, sure, you might see a 500k crit, but that's like once every couple seconds, and top builds can already, be doing 30, 40, 50,000 crits in seconds. Not seconds, but like multiple times a second. Posted on Discord one item from Grim Dawn that can shape an entire build. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Like one shot in a tower feels nice for sure.
I cannot do that. Stand down.
Yes, I have a Discord server, ! Discord. Have you still been playing Grim Dawn Bike? I know in December you were doing campaign a bit with a Paladin or something similar. As close as you can get to Paladin on Grim Dawn. That was the one time I played it. I'd say the main active room in the Discord Wastelander is the last Epoch one, because that's what I mostly do. So go up here. What up? Okay, so this is a build defining Aberroth's Cube. Okay, I see what you mean. Okay, see that's a legendary, like what I'm seeing right here, like, yeah, sure, this is amazing, but it's like a lot of percentage increases to stuff. You get some health. That's all well and good for sure. You know, it's the items that like convert stuff that I get excited about. Now, granted, Last Epoch has a lot of the same unique items for sure. You know, extra to this, extra to that, whatever. But when you start seeing, you know, like your fire damage gets converted to cold and then you get a huge cold increase, like, yeah, like that's an exciting item to me. It's just like, oh man, you've now taken something that's doing fire damage, you converted it into cold, and you gave it these increases. You then converted, you know, all this other stuff straight up into this one stat. That's exciting. Welcome to the Discord server, guys. I should put the link in my Twitch bio. Yeah, because I already put it in the YouTube description. Yeah. I kind of like the quasi moderation I get doing it live. Wastelander, like, because I've caught bot accounts that'll just like come in here, they don't say anything first time chatting, immediately go ! Discord, join the Discord, and then they don't start posting stuff in the Discord, they start messaging people in the Discord. So I'll see that and then I'll go look, and 9 times out of 10 they get the ban hammer, you know. Yeah, that is true. That's true. If you take the time to read in Grim Dawn, you can really, you know, make a build go insane. I wonder if they're going to have a similar system like that in Titan Quest. Well, you know, it's a public Discord, right? But, you know, moment of transparency. What if that dash ability with the... Oh, that's Void Cleave. Moment of transparency at work, it blocks Discord. So, if something's going on, I might not catch it for a while. Now, my wife's also a moderator, so that's also a good point. Like, if something's going awry in the Discord, ping my wife at Rinda G85, and she can handle it. Just everyone getting home from the emergency run? Okay. Was everything all right? Grim Dawn for me, it's like become a comfort game. Like, I have nothing to do. Let's play Grim Dawn. And the fact that it's open world, I can just roam the big map. That's true. That's true. Big map and just killing things without stopping. Yeah, I misplaced some stuff this morning. And so we had to get replacement now that the 2-year-old's asleep. Oh, makes sense. Makes sense. Jeez.
Stand down or die. Okay, so I want to take a look at something. You deal more global damage while preparing to riposte. A melee attack that also prepares. Okay, so when you hit, you prepare to riposte, which means you get the 20% global more damage. Now, obviously, we're getting 60% more damage out of multi-strike. I want to try Vengeance out. Yeah, I want to try Vengeance out. Let's... Now, this is not going to be as good as multi-strike, but we saw the windows that we can get on the training dummy, right? We saw the levels we could hit. It also one attack the swipe ahead of 4 attacks. So yeah, right. Oh, I'm using the wrong one. Hey, that was actually not too bad. We hit 3 mil without...
Yeah, it's definitely less damage. It's definitely less damage. But this could provide survivability. If you're not trying to go bossing, this might be the way. Let's, because at this point, we've already proven multi-strike gets the job done, right? I mean, obviously, I'll switch back to what I had. More that's the biggest thing. It's the damage reduction. Multi-strike gives you more armor? Oh, they got armor shred on. That's not good. Yeah, that Vengeance definitely gives armor. Yeah, we're doing butt kiss for damage. Yeah, I always take that note. Honestly, if that note did not exist, I would never use Vengeance. The base damage is too low. Okay, let's take a look at that. So it's on the left side. Okay. You have additional armor and block chance. It's flat armor though. So 30 times 5, 180 flat armor. That's good. Not. Oh, wait. That's per stack though. Oh, times 4, 130 times 30 times 5, 150 times 4. Okay, that's actually much more substantial. That's true. You get 25%. You get 50% increased armor. Pick up an additional riposte. And then you can pick up some void essence. Yeah. Okay, so if we took out these 4 points, 1 point, 1 point, so we could put 2 points here. Still, that's a 50% fire shred chance. And an extra 50% armor shred chance.
The dawn of the Black Sun. My shadow will cover this world once more.
No. We're testing how well this is working against bosses.
My vengeance will be paid in ash. This hate, this despair, oblivion burns within me.
Rye flew away. Oh, he's back.
My shadow will cover this world once more. Pathetic.
I cannot do that.
My vengeance will be paid in ash. This hate, this despair, oblivion, how do you think my defeat changed?
Definitely took more void cleaves to take him down, but we could still do some damage.
For a dead world, pathetic!
It certainly takes a lot more hits. It certainly takes a lot more void cleaves and hits, so I guess it's going to really depend on if you wanted to be doing buku damage. But, I mean, to Sylvan's point, you just do one hit and then you immediately got a 20% more damage bonus. Which is equal to 1 1/4 of multi-strike. Right? Because one stack is equal to 15%. So, yeah. Yeah, I the benefit's there. Man, my back is sweating. I don't even think I want to try it against Aberroth, though, because... Oh, man, it would be very difficult. Like, I feel like the only reason why I killed Aberroth is because I was doing those 5.5, you know, 500k crits, those 550k crits. My crits are going to fall off a lot. So, yeah. I think it's a good choice. It's a good choice if you're dealing with survivability. Yeah, it doesn't really feel like I'm getting... It doesn't feel like I'm getting that big of a damage boost either. Oh, oops. I pulled a whoopsie. Yeah, I was like, yeah, man, the damage is kind of not that. Oh.
I cannot do that.
Yeah, because, like, when we went up to the tower... When we went up to the dummy, we were doing pretty much the same damage. Remember, I pulled the whoopsie? And I forgot to change out the skill? Oh, hey, what up, Master Sword? Yeah, remember when I went up to the tower and I forgot to change out the skill? And then I switched it over to Vengeance, which technically had the 20% more damage. And the damage didn't change from unspec'd multi-strike. Because according to the text of Vengeance, it says you receive that damage bonus when you're preparing to riposte. And in Vengeance, it says you're preparing to riposte when you hit an enemy with Vengeance or hit a target with Vengeance. Now, I could definitely feel the damage reduction. It was nice, but the damage was low, like much lower than it should have been. Like, we're talking like a couple 100,000. Later. Actually, this would be a really easy way. I'll have to level the skills again. No, that's like 300,000. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, and we're also losing our so let's take a look at this. So we were getting like close to 5 mil. $4.7, 4.8, yeah. Okay, so we got over 5 mil. Now, here's what we're going to do. All right? Because it's going to be very easy to take the damage modifiers in both skills. Oh, thank you. So, Vengeance. Oh, right. Okay, let's test something in Vengeance, though. Because we don't need this. So I guess we can put that there. Okay, so I think the highest we've seen is maybe 4 mil. Because Vengeance attacks faster, so that means applying more armor shred and all that. Okay. Right. I see where you're going with that. Okay, but now let's just do unspec multi-strike. I believe 2 seconds. It doesn't like have an indicator here. Okay. Okay, so the text says 20% global more damage. Doesn't matter what the damage is, just 20% more. While preparing to riposte. A melee attack that prepares you to riposte incoming hits. If Vengeance successfully hits an enemy and you take a hit in the next 2 seconds, you will riposte. But it doesn't say that you're not preparing to riposte. Okay, I do think... I do think we are getting the damage bonus. We topped out at 4 mil. Okay. Let's take all the attack speed nodes. Oh, shoot. I messed up the whole thing. I messed up the whole thing. I did it again. Yeah. So my damage is going down because right here, you take a 3% penalty, 3 times 4, 12% penalty at max stacks of armament. Okay. Yeah, okay, so clearly the damage keen with this build is multi-strike.
Cannot do that.
We're not going to talk about that. I was killed by bleed. I do want to check something. Something's kind of bugging me.
I cannot do that.
That's true. That would be better. I guess there's just the option to actually do some damage when multi-strike. But it's not that much damage to write home about. Well, actually, no, I don't want to do that. Not yet, anyway.
Stand down or die. Stand down or die. Stand down or die.
Okay, we got one extra point. Let's just go put it into stack duration. Okay, here's the thing that's bugging me. We were easily hitting over 5 mil. And we haven't been ever since I took points out of time rifts. But technically, this shouldn't be increasing our damage. with Void Cleave. Okay. Okay, it doesn't look like it's doing anything. Other than the ticks, but that's not what we're trying to rely on. So then... yeah, we can put it back into shifting power.
Stand down or die.
The one thing I don't like about it is you get the armor based off how many stacks you have. And then we consume the stacks to empower Void Cleave, but it's a bonus. It's a bonus no matter what. It's not like the damage reduction on Vengeance stuck around a whole hell of a lot faster. And I guess technically it allows me to apply more bleed before I activate that and just kill everything.
I cannot think of
Ravenous Void? No.
I cannot.
We're not going to talk about that. Oh, man. You know what, chat? I'm actually going to call it right now. I think the build is done, and it is so freaking hot in this office right now. I am sweating from places I didn't even know I can sweat. Let's see. You know what? This guy's raided me a bunch of times in the past. Let's go ahead. Start the raid. We're raiding Perry the Pig, just, you know, returning the favor for all the raids he's done for us. Thank you so much for being here, guys. This is the last day of the build. We will be moving on to something else. We might even try this on like Void Knight or something. But as far as I'm concerned, the build is done, and yeah, it is like super hot in here. I am feeling exhausted. Thank you so much for being here, guys. So if you're over here on Twitch, say hi to Perry the Pig for us. Anyway, you guys take care. Bye. YouTube, thanks for rocking with me today, guys. I hope you have yourselves a good one, and I hope to see you guys again tomorrow. Anyway, you guys take care. Peace out.